Yeah, stand your ground. And let's just continue on. Continue doing the work. Continue doing what you're doing. Ignore the people who are trying to make you feel crazy. Ignore the people who don't want to understand, but continue to watch you and continue to put energy all over the things you're doing. But like they're not doing anything productive or giving you any alternatives to the things you're learning or giving you anything else that feels more resonant and that's feels more real to you than this reality that you've been learning and that you've been understanding and cultivating for yourself. Understand that that's just noise. Ignore them. Don't allow it to beat you up. Don't allow it to make you doubt yourself or to make you change directions or make you pivot when you don't need to pivot. You know what you know. You you've been getting proof. The universe has been talking to you. You've been getting signs. You've been seeing angel numbers. I'm hearing 777 and 444 right now. You've been seeing and 1234. The universe has been talking to you. You've been getting proof. You didn't make any of this stuff up in your own mind. Like if anything, you were at one point you were doubting all that stuff. You were the one being skeptical, and the universe kept showing you, and you kept getting proof. So don't allow, you know, because people can come in and start to bring noise, and then now it's really the noise within yourself, the doubt you have already, that really gives life to that. And now you're like, maybe I am, maybe I am delusional. And it's like, no, because if you zoom out and think back, you're gonna think back to this moment, this synchronicity, this thing that happened that you really can't make up. Like there's no sensible explanation for all those things, and all that is your proof. So understand that, yeah, remind yourself of wherever you've been. Remind yourself of why you believe any of this stuff in the first place. And not even believe why you know it all to be true in the first place. And I promise you, it's not from anywhere other than your experience. The things you've literally seen happen, the experiences you've literally had unfold in your life. So there's no room to doubt it. There's no room to feel delusional, because how the hell? It'd be delusional to sit here and at this point make excuses for all the magic that has been present in your life. Like, once you know better, it's too late. Like, you can't go back to being ignorant. I know ignorance is bliss, but you've seen the other side. You've seen the other side of the veil. You've been on the other side of the portal. And it's like, yeah, at times you've allowed yourself to fall back, into your old ways, but it's never satisfied you because you know better. You know what's out here. You know that there's more than meet the eye. Then this life is way more than just physical, You know so much. So it's like you have to own it. That's the only way forward now at this point. You've been seeking, and that's the burden and the responsibility. Once you've taken the red pill, it's too late. Like, you can't go back to just like being blind and ignorant and just lost in the madness and chaos and backwardsness that this world is, that society is right now. So yeah, honor who you are at this point. Honor your journey. Honor this version of yourself that got here based on all the past versions of yourself that didn't know, that didn't have the freedom that you have now because you know better. That don't let all that go for granted by not taking advantage of the vision you now have, the connection, the spirit that you now have, because all those past versions of you would have killed to be exactly where you are right now. So don't forsake them by just pissing it away or just like letting other people make you doubt it, because and you work so hard to get here, and you deserve all the magic that's here for you right now. So don't turn a blind eye to it, because you deserve it, and it is real. It is the truth. I promise. King of Pentacles coming out again. This feels like just doubling down. Like you know, and if you decide to, I'm gonna go backwards and move backwards, understand that. Don't come back later having all type of resentment towards these people who are, putting the noise in your head, trying to blame them for, they didn't support you, or, they made you doubt yourself, because at the end of the day, you had all those signs. And had they got everything that you got to even get you to this point of belief, they would have believed too, but they didn't. So understand that they have a limited vision. It's not their fault. So do not blame them. If you choose to give your power away to somebody who knows less than you, give your power away to somebody who is blind, who doesn't recognize that they are God in their life, that they are God just as the next person is God, just as the trees are God, just as the beach, the ocean water is God. Understand that if you choose to listen to them and choose to allow them to make you doubt yourself, when you know you're God, when you know your power, when you know you're divine in every sense of the word, that's not their fault. That's your fault. And at that point, you should be at peace with the choice you made, which is okay, because you're allowed to have whatever experience you want to have. But The only issue is when you give your power away and you try to make it seem like it was something else that got in the way or something else that brought you to where you are, and it wasn't. It was you. And yeah, I don't mean that to, blame or, to really smack you on your hand or do any of that. But if that's what you needed, then yeah, I'll gladly do that. But understand that you have the power. Ace of Wands. You have an opportunity to have everything you ever wanted. And you just have to choose. You have to choose to follow the energy. Choose to make the choice that you've already made, that's already been made within you. You already understand what's going on. You already understand the light. You understand this life that's being presented to you. You understand what you're destined for. You understand your purpose. This is the opportunity now to seize it. It's the time to get prepared is over. The time of self-doubt is over. The time of, playing and shrinking and hiding away from your light and playing small, it's over. The time of blaming your parents is over. The time of blaming your conditioning and where you were born and the resources you didn't have is over. All that's left is here, the present moment now. And right now, there's an opportunity being handed to you. All you have to do is take it and understand that the rest will present itself. You have to decide, yes, I'm going to step up. Yes, I'm going to step into this new timeline. I'm going to step into this higher vibration, this higher frequency. I'm going to step into my destiny, my birthright, what is owed to me simply because I exist, because I am God, because God is me, just like the next person. We are all chosen. The only difference between this chosen one and the next chosen one is choosing themselves. You're chosen, but do you choose yourself? Do you allow your divinity to exist in your world? Is there space for God and miracles and the universe to be present in your life? Is there space? Do you choose? Did you choose yourself? Understand that this is the opportunity right now. Choose. And understand that not choosing right now or choosing like, I don't know, we'll see. Understand that that's a choice too. You don't have to say no for it to be a no. If it's not a yes and you don't own it, understand that you're choosing a no. And that this will continue to spin the block on you. You will continue to be woken up to your power in loud ways, quiet ways, who knows. But understand that you owning it is the shortcut to everything you want, Because 10 years from now, you might finally understand and be like, I'm ready to choose me now. And from there you can build, which is fine. That was your experience to have. But you have a choice, and you always have a choice. And yeah, I feel like someone's so close to getting it.